Alright, welcome to part 3 of the FansProject Superion review, and today we're going to be looking at Silverbolt. Now, Silverbolt was originally a Concorde airliner jet. This one here is more akin to an SR-71, like a futuristic and changed a bit jet that's like than the other one used to be. And personally, I think it's a good idea they did that simply because it keeps it more in scale with the other planes. Not only that, but the original Silverbolt was not really in scale with the other aerial bots. It's like in vehicle mode, he was like kind of small for a Concorde, but then in robot mode, he literally towered. He was like twice as tall as the others. You can see that in like some of the other people's reviews. But here he is. It's like with we have Windraiser and Sky Shadow. Now you're probably, for those of you that aren't aware and are wondering, why were there two of the same molds? It's like that go with this set. Well, the reason for that is because these molds came from Energon, and near the end of Energon, they were running into some financial problems, Hasbro and Takara were, and they wanted to introduce some combiner teams, but they can only do like 5 new molds. So they decided we could do either 2 teams with 5 different members, or we can do 3 teams with 3 members, one that doubles as the torso, and the other 2 which can double as legs or arms. They decided to go with that, so that way you have this set here with the aerial bots, then you have the Bruticus set, and the Constructicon set. Yeah, so we may see one of those other sets soon. And it was actually a smart idea if you think about it, because that way, instead of just buying 5 pieces, making 5 molds and buying 5 to make a team, it's like you ended up having to just make 3 molds, but then having to buy 2 of them twice because they just repainted them. Quite genius, really, from a business standpoint. But let's focus back on Silverbolt now. So here he is as Jet, and he's quite impressive in his normal thing. I mean, he was a repaint of a Storm Shadow. That one was more red with white detail, whereas this one is white with some red detail. It's got a nice Autobot logo there, and it's relatively cool. But let's see what FansProject does for him. Remember the feet and the hand pieces? When they're not being used on the other guys, you can just take them and store them here on him. Basically, take these and you take that part there and just sort of snap it there on the blue part. Once you do that, you raise it, you plug this section back in, and you just sort of peg this piece there. There we go. That's how you do it. So just peg that there. Again, repeat. Peg. Let's push that back. Just sort of rest of that there. There. And that sort of adds, makes the whole thruster section bigger. Now, there's 2 more pieces. One's FansProject, which is this gun. The other one's not. This piece here doesn't come with the FansProject set, but it's highly recommended you get. Just sort of plug this back here as like an extra set of thrusters. And this piece serves more of a purpose in the combine mode, which I'll show later and talk more about it. It's from a company called Shapeways, so, you know, you're gonna... Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, the gun sort of just rests there. Then you want to take this piece, sort of hooking up in there. That gives them, like, some extra thrusters, and so, you know, it stores there. And, yeah, now this thing, you have a gun weapon on the top, just like the others. Badass. SR-71s originally didn't have weapons because they were spy planes. Their main claim to fame was, oh, you see something, fly away fast. And you had these extra thrusters on top. Now, the cool thing about this is that it looks great from the front and from the top, but from the side, not so much, because you can see that there, and it's very blank. But at least the pieces go somewhere, which is always appreciated. So, let's get them into robot mode now. Just sort of snap these off. Yeah, careful how you grab this gun. You don't want to grab it from the top here, because this part does tend to snap off. But yeah, so putting the gun on the side. Yeah. In jet mode, he's pretty cool even without these pieces, but in robot mode, we run into some problems. Most of them, apparently, while they were making them, somebody wasn't paying attention, and those problems carried over from like with all the re-releases of this mold. So, put the wheels away, and first thing you want is just turn this section around. But speaking of turning this section, most birds, when they fly, they have like a built-in gyroscope muscles or something. They will never really turn their head, so they kind of fly like this, and it's kind of funny that this thing can do that. So I figured just a neat trick. But anyway, so I turn this part around and snap this part. Come here, and snap out these legs and that whole section. Rotate these down to the side. Slide down, rotate, and repeat. Rotate, pull out his toes and the heels, and come here and take these things and just sort of raise them and lift them up like so. Sort of fills it out a bit. Take this part, rotate it down, and peg that there. And come over here. There's this top section there. Yeah. I'll take these pieces on the side of the head there, and so they sort of like will peg to these arm parts there on the side. And peg into the arm. Yeah. A little tricky, but very stable once it's actually in there. Come on. There we go. Just sort of take the arms and sort of slide them. They're double jointed. Yeah. And rotate the head. And there you have them in robot mode. Now, first problem that I'm sure some of you already saw was that he is extremely hollow. Like, if you look at him from the side, you can literally see right through him. That gets a little unnerving. And there were some actually problems with his construction. Like, some parts were made backwards. Here we have his predecessor, Storm Shadow. No, not Storm Shadow. No, Stormjet. Yeah, Stormjet. Yeah. One of the things you'll notice is if you look under his arms here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a molded chevron. This piece is backwards. It should have been on this side. Just a minor thing, but no big deal on that part. Again, he's also hollow, but here's the real crime. His legs are assembled backwards. Like, you'll notice this peg portion there. It's on the inside of his thighs. It's supposed to be on the outside. And the knee joints, they were made backwards. Okay, so again, there you see, you can't rotate like that. So there's like actually a way. Many of these came backwards. You know, you'll have to fix them. I'll put a link. There's a description you can do with a link. It's like they actually have instructions on how to fix him. It's like so that his legs go properly, and having these pieces out improves vehicle mode transformation, as well as when you come here, you'll notice there this part here helps hold the whole thing together better for combined mode as well. But yeah, let's see how FansProject can upgrade him up a little bit. Now first we're going to start with this shapeways piece, and this piece here is meant for the combined mode, but one of the nice things about it is you can use it in this mode as well, in his robot mode. Just take out the wheel. You take it in this piece and you sort of just shove it there, and the wheel rests and it'll just snap in place. And now it fills him out nicely, so he's not as hollow anymore, which, you know, it's just more aesthetically pleasing. And you can take those foot pieces, thruster pieces, and you just put them backwards like this. That sort of flushes them out, gives them like a wing cape effect, which I think looks really cool. Then you have the gun here. This is the gun that was on his jet mode. You can use that on both Silverbolt or tilt it this way, and that goes into the Superion hands. But he originally didn't come with weapons like the other guys, so now he does, and now he just looks way, way more badass than than Stormjet there. But let's see what he looks like with his other team members. Just there, put that one there, and him over here. And there you have all the aerial bots together. Yeah, if you can see, yeah. There you have them all together there, and they're very badass all together. Well, and that's the end of part 1. I mean, part 3. And so, yeah, part 3. Tune in for part 4 where we finally meet Superion. So, aerial bots, show them what you've got. Go!